Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to part 2. Today we're going to take a look at the vocals from my last music video, my cover of Joji's Sanctuary in the style of slow dancing in the dark. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. The link is in the description or somewhere around here. If you haven't seen the previous video, in part 1, we looked at the instrumental. So right now we're going to just focus on vocals and then the post-processing of the whole mix bus, which is pretty much where I make my master, if you will, just to make things a little faster. So without further ado, let's go into vocals. Let's take a look at the verse first. Let's see. So this is what it looks like without opening my folders, and this is what it actually looks like. Oops. This is what it actually looks like. Not that many vocal tracks, but quite a few. So let's just look at the verses first.
Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away. Motel halls, neon walls, when night falls, I'm your escape. When you lay alone, I ache. Something I wanted to feel.
Okay, so the entire first verse is just one vocal track, no harmonies, no anything else. You can see that I had to do a lot of takes. This one got to take 55. Yeah, it took like an entire day to just record that first verse. And I'm using Melodyne to correct the pitch of my voice because I'm not a singer. I can't sing, so I have to use Melodyne. And if you didn't know, Joji can't sing either, so just letting you know. Let's see.
Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away.
It sounds way better with the Melodyne turned on. It took a while. You have to go note by note and really fix each and every single note individually if you want it to sound the best it can. I'm gonna make a video just about Melodyne someday in the future. Right now I'm just gonna show you the plugins that I'm using. So I have all the vocal tracks going into, let me just show you. Okay, these are all my vocal tracks from the verse, and they don't have any effect. Well, this one does have effects. Okay, they do have effects. My bad. And they are all going to a verse bus. Let me just look for that. Here they are. And I'm sending them to even more effects. So I'm gonna show you what the plugins are doing to vocal 1.
Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away.
Let me just make a loop of that.
Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away. Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away. Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away.
Yeah, you could say it's a simple voice processing. You can just keep adding more plugins until you run out of RAM, basically. But yeah, I'm just using first a gate for the noise of my microphone.
Go ahead and park after dark, fallen
Then an EQ.
Star, I'm your one call away.
Just getting rid of the low end and some nasty frequencies.
Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away.
Compression, and I'm adding more gain after the compression.
Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away.
the magical Maserati. And it's the exact same processing for all of my harmony parts, except for this one. This one has a little more EQ. And the harmony parts come in verse 2. So let's look at verse 2 now.
Not anyone, you're the one, more than fun, you're the sanctuary. 'Cause what you want is what I want, sincerity. Souls that dream alone lie awake. I'll give you something so real.
Okay, and this is the first harmony.
Not anyone, you're the one, more than fun.
As you can hear, it has a lot of noise from the microphone. That's because the microphone was introducing some weird static noise at the time. And also because since it's a very quiet part, when you boost in the sound, it brings also a lot of noise from the preamp. In this case, the preamp from the mic, because it's a USB microphone. So it has the preamp built in, so it's not that good because it introduces a lot of noise, as you can see here.
Not anyone, the one more than fun.
And then I have two more harmonies here.
'Cause what you want is what I want.
All of the vocals are fixed with Melodyne. And these are panned left and right. I have this one.
'Cause what you want is what I want.
This one.
'Cause what you want is what I want.
And everything together sounds like this.
'Cause what you want is what I want. Sincere.
I'm gonna show you what it sounds like without any plugins.
Cause what you want is what I want.
And thank God you're not hearing it before the Melodyne. But yeah, it sounds just very dull and it doesn't have that brightness that it should have after a vocal is properly processed. And all of my vocals are going to this bus, and I'm sending them to different FX channels. I'm going to show you each one individually. I'm just going to make a loop of this.
'Cause what you want is what I want. Sincerity. 'Cause
I'm going to use a solo part so you can hear what's going on better. The first send is a doubler. My bad. The first send is a doubler.
Alone lie awake. Souls that dream alone lie awake.
That just makes it sound like there are more vocal parts than they really are. It's like a subtle chorus effect. I have a parallel compression.
Souls that dream alone lie awake. So
it's like a different channel where I just compress the living crap out of the signal, and I try to level them out so you can have the slightly compressed sound and the heavily compressed sound. It gives a little more punch, and you can hear a very present compressed sound, but the original one, or not the original one, but the one that's less compressed, still has dynamics. So that one's a little louder, and that lets the mix have that punching compression, but also dynamics, and you can hear the voice get louder at the beginning of phrases and stuff. So it's a really cool effect. And I also have delay.
that dream alone lie
and reverb.
Souls that dream alone Souls that dream alone lie awake. Souls that dream alone lie awake.
A lot of reverb. If you listen to Joji, he uses a lot of reverb, so you need a lot of it. Now let's look at the vocals from the chorus.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need Julie what I need.
Okay, let's see what we have here. I have a main part.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven up.
I have a low harmony. It's an octave below.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me.
Hello again. You guys probably won't notice, but my camera battery died and I had to go to work, and it's several hours later. And let's just finish this video, shall we? Let's do this. All right, the chorus. I have two voices in mono right in the center of the mix.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me.
And I have all of these harmonies in the background.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't. If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above.
As you may notice, I have two pairs. These two are panned hard right and hard left.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait.
And these two are not the exact same takes. I have 4 different takes of the same harmony part. And this second pair is panned 75% to each side, and it sounds like this.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, then you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need.
And they all have just the noise gate. Again, just to eliminate the noise from my microphone. And all of these are I have been going to the chorus bus, which is this one right here.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, you don't have to wait on me.
So we have an EQ.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait.
A compressor, a de-esser, the powerful and mighty Maserati, of course, the retro color, and an EQ. So I'm gonna add one by one.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need Julie what I need. If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need you.
And let's do the same thing with all of the voices now.
If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. If you've been waiting for falling in love, babe, you
Now for the inserts, I have parallel compression, I have a delay, I have a reverb, and I have a doubler.
If you be waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to.
You may be able to notice that even if I turn off the reverb, there's some reverb still. That's because the Maserati is adding some space. Now I'm gonna add the plugins one by one just so you can see what each of them is doing.
If you be waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. If you be waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. If you, 'cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need really what I need.
And that's it for vocals. Now I'm gonna show you the processing of the mix bus. I have everything going to this channel right here, and I'm gonna show you what the plugins are doing.
If you be waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to.
Okay, we have a compressor, we have an EQ, we have a stereo widener, another EQ, adding some high end and cutting some low frequencies that we don't need. We have a Kramer tape saturation. I'm not using the SSL. And I have a limiter. And they sound like this.
If you be waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need really what I need. No.
And in my post processing for my main channel, I'm using a G-clip and a spectrometer just to analyze the waveform in real time, as well as my spectrum. So I'm gonna use those to show you what my final chain is doing to the waveform and what it's doing to the spectrum.
If you be waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need really what I need. If you be waiting for falling in love, babe, you don't have to wait on me. 'Cause I've been aiming for heaven above, but I need really what I need. If you be waiting for falling in love. Go ahead and park after dark, fallen star, I'm your one call away. Motel halls, neon walls, when night falls, I'm.
As you can see, this is not a very compressed mix. I'm leaving a lot of dynamics in there because I wanted it to feel not so much like a huge pop single, but more like a very intimate, very emotional song. So I decided to leave a lot of dynamics there. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole song. It took me a month, but I'm very happy with how it came out. Again, if you haven't Maybe you've heard it by now, but if you haven't, go check it out. The link is in the description. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much to all of you guys who have been subscribing. There's a few of you guys already and that makes me very happy. And I'm really enjoying this. I'm gonna keep making music and I'm gonna keep showing you guys how I make it. So stick around. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time.
Go ahead and park after dark, falling star.